In New York, it's illegal to rent an apartment for less than 30 days. That's called transient use. And the fire department and the Department of Buildings will severely fine a landlord and a tenant for renting an apartment for less than 30 days. Nevertheless, it's going on all over New York. Tenants are renting their apartments on Airbnb without the landlord knowing. Sometimes the landlords are renting Class A apartments on Airbnb, which they shouldn't be doing, and then they're surprised by being fined by the Department of Buildings and the fire department. They receive summonses. What I can do is to assist the landlord in mitigating the fines, and this is what I have done in the past. In a particular circumstance that I can recall, a landlord was served with several summonses by the fire department and the New York City Department of Buildings after they learned that a tenant had been subletting their apartment on Airbnb for less than a 30-day period. I was retained by the landlord, and upon the landlord's behalf, we commenced an action seeking a temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction enjoining the tenant from further subletting their apartment on Airbnb. We obtained the TRO and the preliminary injunction, and ultimately the tenant immediately surrendered possession of the apartment to the landlord. We then went down to the Department of Buildings and filed certificates of correction and presented those certificates of correction to the Environmental Control Board, who instead of imposing $60,000 in fines, imposed $6,000 in fines. So if you find yourself in that situation, give us a phone call. We'll set up an immediate appointment and we'll figure out a strategy to best assist you in mitigating those fines.